Howdy, fellow science enthusiasts. If you're seeing this video, it is probably because you are interested in science fair. I have been interested. I've done science fair before when I was teaching middle school science. I know that the thought of it can be a little daunting. There's a lot that kind of can feel like it goes into it, and it's hard to kind of figure out where to go. But luckily, there's a great resource on the TCRCE website that explains everything you need to know about science fair. So let's check out this resource, and hopefully it will help you feel a little more confident and comfortable when it comes to running a science fair with your students. Okay, let's dive in. So you head to tcrce.ca and you're going to go to staff. When you go to staff, you'll see under schools, STEAMfest in brackets science fair. So you click on that link and you'll come to this page looking for science fair information. Check out resources here. So this is your go-to, okay? And there's lots on here. There's lots of great information that you can check out. So if you look at Youth Science Canada, it's got tons of different resources for helping you plan your science fair. There's a section for young people, for your students, or for educators. There's some resources, some documents, posters. One of the nice things on here is the booklet introducing the framework. So if you download that booklet, it has all the contents. You have, what is smarter science, observing, searching, predicting, hypothesizing. So there's a lot of great resources within this that you can help lead your students through. So Youth Science Canada is a great resource. Moving on to My STEM Space. Here's a good resource for your students, like how will you change the world? I want to spark an idea. You can click that. And then there's an idea generator. So there's a little bot there that you can help students, so you can give your students this resource. It can help them problem solve, come up with ideas. So you see, like, I'm interested in art, biochemistry, whatever. So there's a project library in My STEM Space. It's a really great spot, especially for your students to get ideas and start brainstorming. And so you can see the effect of alcohol on cells, surface tension, and Cheerios. So there's lots of great projects already there. And they also have the little bot there that helps you come up with ideas. I found that was one of the biggest challenges, was actually getting started with students, was coming up with an idea that they wanted to do. So this idea generator is really neat. So My STEM Space also has like how to get started, how to plan, how to perform and record, all of these analyze and interpret. So you click those links and it takes you to the different sections of the website. Lots of great questions for kids to ask themselves. These links here are a great resource, especially for your students. And then as we looked at, there's the project library where students can actually see what has been done. Next up on the website, you have the logbook. So it's really important for students when you're carrying out an experiment to keep track of things, right? So there's a great 4-H logbook. 4-H does a lot of great work in science fairs. And it gives them lots of good ideas. So it's basically like a diary of what they're doing and they're experimenting, and it tells them all the things to kind of keep in mind. And there's another example through Calgary Youth Science. Next up, we have a link for a research guide. So junior high students should have 3 to 7 references, high school 5 to 10. It's important to research your topic. And so here is a great resource for when it comes to research, okay, with some examples in there. We have a link on ethics. You need to make sure, especially if humans are involved or animals, anything living, that what you're doing is ethical. So you have to complete a form and send it in to get ethics approval. And that goes across the board for any sort of research, which is a good thing to have. Then there's some general project resources. So that classic idea of like the trifold project board that you would show your experiment on. There's a lot of resources here for how to develop those project boards, okay? And it even talks about how they judge them, the rubric for judging them, and some guides on how to enter your project board. And right here is very important. So steps on how to plan a project. So you can just give this to your students, go through this with your students, creating a logbook, printing off guidelines, log into MySTEM and choose some topic ideas. Determine if your project will be innovative, experimental, or a study. If your topic has to do with animals or humans, do the ethics approval. So it's step-by-step breaking down all the stages of taking part in a STEAMfest or a science fair. Okay, create your project, exhibit and interpret your information, put it together, make a report. Good luck, you're ready to present. So on this thing, it has everything you need to create it, from all the guides from idea generation to how to put your logbooks together, how to ask good questions, how to track your information, how to be ethical. Everything is within this link. So if you explore this page, you'll have everything you need to have a great science fair with your students. All right, see you in the next one.